Hey, how are you? I hope you're doing well. So, today we're going to focus on removing negative situations and negative people out of our lives. So, what I want you to do is I want you to think of somebody or something that you want out of your life, whether it be a person, thing, situation, whatever it may be, and we're going to remove it. Now, I'm going to sage you a bit to kind of get the energy flowing, and then after that, we're just going to start the work. There's a reason why I'm doing this session, but if I were to tell you guys that reason, I will literally be on a 15-minute rant, and that's something that I really don't feel like doing again. I've recorded this 3 times, and every time I spoke about why, kind of explain the backstory of this session. I ended up going on a 15 to 20-minute rant, and I don't really feel like doing that. So instead, all I'm going to say is that I have a narcissistic coworker to which I can't stand more than, let's just say I'm at my limit, and I'm pretty sure you guys probably have something or someone that you're at your limit with, and you would just want nothing more just to just never hear from them or hear from the situation ever again. Now, at the same time, I'm not saying wishing ill on these people or situation, but you just want them out of your lives. They can frolic and dance in the flowers somewhere else, but just leave. You want it or them to just leave you alone. So that's what we're going to be working on tonight, is trying to figure out a way energetically to get these situations and or people out of our lives. So first, I'm going to just kind of get a good grip of all that negative energy, all that blockage that could be attracting these people to your energy. And we're just going to just feel it out so I know where it is. I'm going to start off with a big pair of scissors to kind of really get the work done. Okay. And then I have a smaller pair of scissors. It's going to allow me to kind of get the real tough stuff out of there. So yeah, think of a person or situation that you want to get rid of, and we're going to get rid of them. Just kind of cut them out of your life, or cut it out of your life. Just relax and let me do the work. I can't stand narcissistic people. I really can't. And don't get me wrong, I understand that we all kind of have issues that we're dealing with. But I can't stand people who believe that their issues supersedes everybody else's issues. You know what I'm saying? It's like their problems have to get solved first, or the world's going to come to an end. And they have no regards for your issues. I can't stand people like that. And being an empath, we attract people that are very narcissistic. So what I've been doing for myself is I've been working on clearing out these people as much as possible. But some of them just don't know when to leave. This particular person, which I'm going to start doing the energy work for myself this week, or maybe when the moon starts waning. I'm going to really start working hard on trying to rid a specific person out of my life. And hopefully it works. Because I can't do it anymore. And for you guys, hopefully this works, so you don't have to do it anymore. Just saging that energy to bring it to the surface so we can get it out. I brought the wand with me as well, so all the deep-rooted stuff we're gonna grab as well. And I'm gonna try to do a pick a card today or sometime this week, because I haven't done a pick a card reading in a while, but I just haven't been in the mood. Most pick a card readings these days are just geared towards women, which it is what it is, but I remember I was watching this pick a card reading, I think it was like a couple days ago. And I understand mostly women watch, pick a card readings. We'll say that. But like when it comes to being a psychic, we're practitioners that's supposed to help everybody. And I don't understand why it's so hard to say they. Or why is it so hard to not immediately suggest that the viewer is a female? I guess it's just an impossible task that, it is what it is. People sometimes just can't do that. They can't say they, It's okay. I try to do my pick a cards geared towards everybody because being a psychic, I have to read for everybody. Not just women and not just men. Everybody has issues that they want to, get answers to. I know I'm talking a lot in this video. Another thing that with psychics, especially being one that, and some psychics do this, not all, but some psychics do this, is, I think I read this along the line somewhere, where they say, I'm not going to sugarcoat what I have to say. I'm just going to be upfront and tell you it. Here's the thing about not sugarcoating things. I'm a very direct person. I'm actually very direct when it comes to a lot of things. If I don't like something, I usually tell you. I'm not going to lie to you. If I see something wrong in a reading, I'm going to let you know what it is. But it's how you say what you see that can alter a person's perspective on how they view a problem versus put them in a worse place than they already in regards to said problem. And a lot of these psychics who claim to not sugarcoat things, use that as an excuse to not use their emotional intelligence to understand that the person that they're talking to is a fragile human being, and they're going to you because they have issues, and they wouldn't be going to you if they didn't have problems. So your job as a practitioner is to give them the truth, but also help them see a perspective. That way they can fix the issue rather than go home feeling like everything's going to be hopeless. So, because I've had a couple psychic readings. There was this one psychic I had a while back. And she was honest. She didn't lie to me. But she just didn't know how to say what needed to be said for me to see a better solution to my issue. Or for me to see another perspective to the issue that was at hand. I know I'm talking a lot in this video. I'm used to wand. And what ended up happening was that I ended up leaving the leaving the psychic feeling worse than when I showed up. Now, did I receive a reading? Did she technically uphold her end of the bargain? Yes, she did. But what she didn't do is that she didn't provide a different perspective from what I didn't see. Because psychics, if you can't, if you're not one to, see the future or, tell the future, or you're not one that provides those sort of answers, at least you can provide another side or another perspective. That's why we have the tarot cards, because the tarot cards show us the energy, the energies that are at play, the different energies that are influencing the situation. But we can also see from a different perspective through these tarot cards, or if you're clairvoyant, all that, whatever you may be, your gifts offer you multiple perspectives on a specific issue. For an example, let's say someone got cheated on, right? And you find out, yes, they cheated on you. But there's a perspective in this that will allow them to kind of see this in a better light. And as a practitioner, and I know most of us are gifted with that ability to see a different perspective and provide the client with another way of looking at the situation, so that way they don't feel as bad about it as well. But if you go to a psychic and you're asking about your significant other, and you're wondering if they cheated on you or not, or whatever the situation may be, and the psychic pulls cards, or she uses her intuition and says yes, and that's it. Or even go as far to say, yeah, they don't love you, they never loved you, stuff like that. Well, did they really need to go to you? They came to you for help. They didn't come for you to go and just break them more than they already are broken. Because on some level, we do know in the back of our heads that something's up. So when we go to psychics, we not only go for confirmation to our answers, but we go for clarity on the situation as a whole. Clarity for situations that we may be dealing with. And not only clarity, but a different perspective of looking at the situation, so that way we know things will get better. Being a psychic, I don't only want to provide answers, I want to provide hope that things will get better if things are bad. And I know some people just don't have that capacity to do that. That's fine. But I hate it when psychics are like that, where they say, well, I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you or whatever. No, you're just not going to use your emotional intelligence to fix it, to help me see a different perspective on the situation. And that's fine. You don't have to have emotions. It's completely fine. But, don't work with people if you don't know how to work with people. It's that simple. If you don't know how to work with people, then use your abilities for something else. Use your abilities for other means. But we're all emotional creatures. We all react most of the time on emotion. We'll have the logical sense on things, like we'll know what the right answer is, but it's all about how things make us feel rather than what it made us, think about. It just, if it made us feel a certain way, we will be more either attracted or repelled towards that situation. So when a person comes to you for guidance, they want to feel better than when they left. So even if you see the worst situation in the world, even if you see that it's doom and gloom, you're supposed to offer a perspective to give them hope so that they can move forward and not have to worry about, the situation that they came to you for in the first place. But that's my little rant on psychics, because I see a lot of these pick a card readers. They gear it towards majority women. They talk from and you can say, well, most of these readers are women, so they go from the woman's perspective. I'm like, yes, but at the end of the day, you're a psychic. You're a woman, and yes, I'm a man. But you don't see me doing pick a card readings going on based on a man's perspective. At the end of the day, we all need help and guidance in certain situations. So it's important. It's very important for us, psychics to help everybody and provide a solution for everyone. But yeah, it just gets annoying. You're listening to something and all of a sudden it's like you being referenced as a woman, and you're like, okay, I didn't know that was the case, but it is what it is. Or you go to a psychic and you've already hit rock bottom, and you just kind of want a different perspective, and they give you the same thing they give you what you know already to be the truth, and they provide no perspective, they provide no hope for the situation. You're just like, well, I just wasted 20 or more bucks just for you to tell me stuff I already knew, and just for you to provide little to no clarity on anything. And that's my bit of a rant. I was gonna go on a rant no matter what. I've legitimately recorded this like 3 or 4 times, and in every recording I've gone on a rant about this situation, because I can't. I'm at the end of my rope with it. I'm just like, come on, you got to do better. It's not hard. It really isn't hard. It's not hard. If you don't have the emotional intelligence to just, provide that hope with people, to provide that, experience for people to kind of see a different light, then don't be a psychic, because that's what you're supposed to do. That's why we're here. That's why we get these messages from the universe. That's why we get these visions and stuff like that, because our job is to provide not only an insight into the future, but to provide a different perspective to help you find hope in that situation. So when a psychic doesn't do that, well, I want my money back. I've had psychics tell me things I didn't want to hear, but what they also did is they allowed me to see a different perspective on the thing I didn't want to hear. And even if it wasn't something that I wanted to hear, that perspective alone allowed me to kind of get over the situation and see hope in the situation. But yeah, whenever you hear someone say, I don't want to sugarcoat this, I don't want to sugarcoat that, I'm going to tell you the facts, they're just making an excuse they don't want to use their emotional intelligence to be like, listen, I'm not trying to make, I don't really know how to connect to your situation, so I'm not going to try to. So it is what it is. And if you run into those psychics, stay away. Because they're not going to make you feel better about the situation. They're going to make you feel worse, and they drain your energy. There it is. They drain your energy. And that's my perspective on the situation. And as far as removing people that you don't want in your life or situations that you don't want in your life, ask the universe. Plead to the universe. I'm going to be pleading to the universe after, throughout the week, to just remove these people or situations for good. By any means necessary. By any means necessary. Because no one has any room in their lives for narcissistic people. No one has any room in their lives for people who cannot see past their own issues. No one has any room in their lives for people who only provide negative input. Because I'm living on Earth, living on this planet, going through the day-to-day, dealing with the crap that every single one of us has to deal with. It's hard enough. It's legitimately hard enough. So why in the hell do you need people or situations to make that crap harder? Especially when it's unnecessary. And as far as my situation goes, in regards to my coworker, hey, it is what it is. But I really just hope that there's some entity or some body listening and just whatever you gotta do, just get out. Now, I'm gonna use the wand a little bit more, and then I'm gonna do like a banishing sigil. So like I said, anybody or any situation you want out of your life, we're gonna banish in this session today. Because like I said, life's too short. This world is a struggle. This world itself is a struggle enough to have these people coming into your life, making it a living hell. And I'm praying to God that person can get out of my life before Thanksgiving is over, so that way I'm not forced to listen to freaking Mariah Carey's Christmas songs when December hits, because I'm at the end of my rope with that too. They haven't gotten there yet, but trust me, as soon as they get there, might as well put me in the insane asylum. Because all I want for Christmas, besides music playing randomly, all I want for Christmas is peace and quiet. All I want for Christmas is peace and quiet. All right. ridding anything or anyone that could be causing you any sort of issues. We're just going to rid that from your energy. In 3, 2, 1. Spirit, ban any sort of negativity or energy or people that cause any sort of disruption, discord, or issues. Relieve any sort of discomfort, any sort of issues, any sort of negativity, and provide a light that'll keep the negativity, issues, or people away. Spirit, provide this light so that it may keep all negative situations and or people away. Spirit, provide this light to keep all negative situations and people away. Just a little bit of light therapy, not too much. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Good. So it is, so it shall be. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I know I went a bit of a rant there, but it couldn't be helped. I wasn't going to make this video without having, talked a bit. So I hope you guys have a good week. I'll see you guys later, hopefully, or sometime this week. I'll probably do a pick a card, like I said, if I'm in the mood for it. If not, I'll just do another Reiki video. But I hope you guys have a good week. Thank you guys for subscribing, commenting, liking, all that good stuff. And follow me on Instagram, Snapchat. I might start providing my Twitter, but like I said, I don't really post much. I just keep up with sports on my Twitter. But anyways, have a good week, and I'll see you later.